no no lights. We got a camera and we got hella action. No lights, camera good, hella action. Triple peat that for those in the back. Zero light. We got a camera, hella action. Red zone. Hashtag. I know. What is that? Hashtag. Uh, that's hot shit right there. I want to say, and I ain't gonna say it because I'm gonna keep saying it. It's uh, unadulterated flow. Hashtag unadulterated flow. Hashtag unadulterated flow. Hashtag unadulterated flow. Hashtag organic flow. Anti chit chat. Anti chit chat. Anti chit chat. Tree man, you already know. A1 everything. A1 everything. A1 everything. Tree man visuals and graphics. Tree man visual and graphics. Tree man graphics and visuals. I just wanted. Was thinking to myself. I had a whole little thought out with myself, a little thought process with myself within myself. I was just thinking, how cool would it be to, for if we as black people of the Americas that were enslaved and that were uh, whitewashed. You mean what I mean by that is just like our history has been taken away. Everything that we have ever known about us as a people has been stripped from us. So that's what I mean by washed. I don't know if it's whitewashed. I'm gonna check on that. I'm just meaning like by saying we have been deprived. We have been we have been became we have become victims of robbery. Yeah, we have been robbed excessively, and I mean through years, repeatedly, generationally. Uh, we as a race, and I don't even want to say a race because this is just one race. It's just one race, man. It's a human race, but we've been classified as the other side, put through trial and tribulation, oppression and turmoil, stripped and robbed, lynched, bartered. But I was just thinking, like, um, what if we as black families knew our heritage? And I mean, like, because I'm sitting here thinking, I'm like, I told myself, like, uh, I'm going to be known and this is just what I feel. This is just what I feel. Fuck what you think. This is what I feel. I'm going to be known throughout history just because I stood on truth and standards. It's so rare for people to stand on truth and standard and not only stand on it but fight for it. This is what's going to separate me from the rest. I'm a fighter for it. I'm not just accepting it and I don't just commit to it. It's not just in me. It's a part of. I am a part of its survival. I am a frontline soldier of the truth and standard, and I'm gonna fight for it. I'm gonna make sure that it continues to thrive, even though I don't. Hey, I know truth stands for itself. I don't even have to. No one has to even stand on the side of truth to give truth a solid foundation. Truth stands alone, solid. Anything else crumbles. Anything else is not whole. Truth is whole. So anyway, I'm thinking like I'm at least if I'm not known by society, if I'm not at least known by society, I figure that I will at least be uh, an honorable mention within my family tree and my generational um, predecessors, those who precede and proceed, the ones who proceed me, my proceeders, the ones who are after me, my family after me. I'm thinking at least I have a lifetime. I know I can get 50 out of a lifetime, including this lifetime, because these generations run into each other. So you got two generations, so to speak, running through the same era. All right. But that second half of that duo is going to make it 50 more years from now. We're talking about the babies, the ones who are babies right now, the infants, the adolescents, the teeny bops. Yeah, who got 50? You know, we banking on 50. At least them having 50. Inshallah, they live to 80, 90. It's a bonus. But I'm thinking like, yeah, so and I'm thinking like, okay, then if I'm to make it like at least 50, at least my my next of kin down the family line, they'll speak on me and I'll be related at least for 50 years. I'm thinking at the least. All right. And then I'm thinking like, who's in my family is notable that I can say that is notable, worth mention, which I'm sure is plenty, but who do I know personally are who can I say I've known, I've been taught about that I can say stuck out? Who's my because I'm feeling like I'm gonna be this. I'm thinking like who do I size up to? And I can think I don't even know. I don't know nothing further back from my papa, my mother's father. And to go on my father's side, which is really ideal with me, especially with me being a man. Like, of course, his genes is he's the dominant, so I'm dominantly him. So I know his mother, my pop's mother. I don't know pop's pops. And I definitely don't know pops. You know what I'm saying? I can't even go. I don't even really know pops. So I'm like screwed on that, right? And I'm talking about knowing their personalities and knowing their character and their structure. Because do you know that is a wealth of information? Especially for someone who is receiving those genetics. Someone down the line from those fellas. Just another one of those fellas in the line. Man, that is a wealth of information, man. And just think, not even just to know your pops, because that's a wealth of information by itself. That's a heavy amount of information by itself. You could tell where, you know what I mean? The lack of not having a pops, not even knowing your pops to even know yourself. Do you know with all that wealth of information, you just think if you know all of your um, lineage from many moons ago, and you not only know them, you knew their personalities, the way they conducted their day to day, their standards, and how they addressed, how they dealt with people, and how they dealt with themselves, how they dealt with society, how they dealt with the family. You know what I'm saying? White people know this stuff about their families. White people know this stuff about their families. White people know this stuff about their families. They got that wealth of information. Why you think white people are so uh, connected connected with themselves, where they can withstand a lot of shit? Like a black person, we off the rocker, right? We we at you like we live life on the edge because we've we've been bred on the edge. We've been bred on the edge. So what do you expect? You go have a lot of people. You go have a lot of people out here that's living life on the edge because they haven't took time out for themselves to figure out, like, God dang, we have been put in a place that we have just allowed ourselves to we have allowed ourselves to stay in. All it takes is just recognizing it and giving them a good look. A trap ain't a trap. It ain't no real trap. It's just that the tricky thing about the trap is you have to be able to step out of the scope of things. You have to be able to step out of the scope and see things from outside looking in. If you don't take time to look at it in a third eye, then you won't see it. And that's why they lose a lot of our people. A lot of our people don't take that time or that opportunity. You know what I mean? We just hamsters in we just hamsters in a cage. And you know what I mean? We all just trying to get on that wheel. And when we on that wheel, we think we the shit. When we really on a wheel. We comparing who's the fastest of the in a circle, in a community, who's the fastest on the wheel, who looks best on the wheel, who is the wheel superstar, who is the wheel prime queen and king. You know what I'm saying? All this little different shit, man. All focused on the wheel though, because the wheel is the everything, right? The wheel is the everything of the hamster cage. The wheel's everything. If you got two or three hamsters, they all want to get on the wheel. The wheel makes them think they're free. The wheel makes them think they're getting places when they're really not. Feel me on that. Feel me on that. The metaphoric of the hamster and the wheel and humans and well, not even humans, but the black community and this thing we've been this law, this hoax, this hoax that has been put on us, man. Because all it is a hoax. That's it. It's not even like we bound to it. It's not even like we're chained to this condition. Like, you know what I mean? Like we're roped and our by our wrists and our ankles. Nah, man. It's just like we are bewitched. That's it. We just tricked. It's like a magic trick. And we have succumbed to the magic trick. When some of us are like, nah, we know this is a magic trick. Now we don't know how y'all fucking did it. We don't know how it's working. But let's just know that it's a magic trick for once and for all. Okay, well, we knowing that, now we go figure out the ones and twos and the threes and the fours. Then we go get down to the bottom of the things, right? And then we're gonna trump that trick. Yeah, we're gonna trump the trick, which is gonna make us even more powerful. We trumped your trick. But when I say bewitched, they got us like hypnotized, man. Like, you know what I mean? And we didn't succumb, not only succumb to the uh, not only have we succumbed to it, we have adopted it and we have accepted it. You know, we have made, we made bread out of crumbs. When, yeah, it was a certain time to where we had to make good with what we had, right? Just like when back in the G, when they gave us all the bad foods. They gave us all the bad food. They gave all the slavery families all the bad foods, all the bad crops, all the bad meats, the rest of the meats, the not even the good meat, not even a good part of the meat. If it is a good part of swine, or I mean, it's not a good part of swine. But I'm just saying though, they didn't even give you the medium conditions of the swine. Not even the low buds. You got the straight scrap. We got the straight scrap. Chitlins. Hog mog. Uh, what do we eat, dog? The yams. Do you know yams is just not good for us? But we didn't accept that shit when they embraced it. Yams is bad, yo. Yams is bad. And not only is yams, um, fucking chitlins, hog mogs, fucking you know what I'm saying? Can't even think right now. You know what I mean? But I just know that they did us dirty, like, right? They deprived us of all the good things, man. They wanted to degrade us. Not only did they want to deprive us, they wanted to degrade us. They couldn't accept the smallness of just only depriving us. No, not only are we going to deprive them, we're going to degrade them. We're going to lower them to be under humans. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, they didn't even consider us as equals, man. Not even as half of equals, man. We was the dogs were more precious to them, man. The livestock more precious than them. They treated us like we were a scum, like we were a fungus, like we were a plague. So the only purpose they had for us is to do their dirty work, make life for them comfortable, on our backs, you know what I mean? And do it right now and whenever yeah. So they did their job as far as degrading us and demeaning us, meaning. So with that, they robbed us also. I mean, they robbed us all the way around, but the most valuable information we were robbed of was our lineage and the tailored embodiment of our lineage. You know what I mean? The great grandfathers and the great 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 grandfathers and the forefathers, the founding fathers. And we got a lineage, man. We got a lineage. You know what I mean? Everybody got a lineage. The Indians got a lineage. The Afghanistan's the Afghanis, they have a lineage. The Chinese have a lineage. Oh boy, the Africans definitely have a lineage. We have the lineage. So what I'm saying is the wealth of information that has been robbed from us by itself, by itself is a ultimate. Um, it's an ultimate. Uh, I can't even think of a word that fits it, man. It was an ultimate disgust. It's an ultimate travesty. It's an ultimate violation. Whatever it is ultimate. It's definitely ultimate. So, we can't put our tools and our fuses together. We can't, like, what I'm saying? I can't tell you what great 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 grandpops did, how he was fly when he was in, grade school or whatever they did back then, how he was with the ladies, which eventually led him to his wife, and how his kids turned out, and how his wife was, and that gave them the mixture of what they produced, and you know what I'm saying, like how they was, how them kids came out, how they was, how did they pertain to the Coley or the Jackson person, persona, you know what I'm saying? Because that's it. If I knew how my great great grandfather and his father acted and what their vices were and what their unique characteristics and you know what I'm saying? If I knew that, then I would know that that's in me somewhere, some way, somehow. And it'll be easier for me to tap into that because I already know that what I'm tapping in for, all I'm doing is just tapping in to get it, to recognize it, bring it out because I know it's there. Like now, I gotta, now it's just like for me to find myself, I gotta go through hella shit just to even know that damn, the whole time this is what was it. But I couldn't know it was it because I had to find it out through hardship and through uh trial and errors. I had to dig for it, like, and I had to dig for a treasure that I didn't even know the, I didn't even have where the X marked the spot. I was just like told to dig for a treasure. And that's a lot of black males, man. You know what I mean? It's a lot of black males. Like, to know is everything, man. To know is everything, man. That's why they say knowledge is power. You apply this to you apply knowledge. But if you was talking about, if I'm talking about the knowledge of my peoples, I call it cognitive, because that's like saying that that is the type of knowledge that is known only through experience. So I know who this person is because I've experienced them. I wouldn't know nothing about that person if I've never been around to experience them and to know it. You feel me? So that's just my whole thing, man. I was just like, whoa, that's cold. That's a cold piece. And fuck all that other shit talking about ancestry.com and all that, man. I don't know, man. You know what I'm saying? Well, I mean, let me not say that. Let me just say God bless the people who's doing it, and that y'all, like y'all for y'all endeavors, you know what I mean? But they can't tell us nothing. They can just basically pinpoint where we come from as far as our ethnicity, our ethnicity. Fuck that word, man. Fuck that word right now. Ethnicity. Me and that word would never get along. Ethnicity. It's not even hard. I mean, it's not even possible. Ethnicity. Ethnicity. I gotta look it up. I gotta spread it out. Yeah, though. And then what is that? That ain't telling me nothing. That ain't telling me how my great uncle used to flow to the women like, or like a poet or something. Like, I know my peoples was something like that. I know they did shit like that. Like, I bet we had a good poet in our family. Because it was just like cold with the poets. The poems, you know what I'm saying? Straight up. I know somebody was cold with the poems during the time of the poems. And like, what else was it? I just know we had a cool, I know my aunt, them, they was a cool 70 players, like, you know what I mean, that era. Yeah, I can dig deep. But like I said, that's my mother's side of the family, like, and with me being male, definitely, that lineage and those characteristics and personalities, and those will go come from my father's side. And I know, he got like brothers, he got like three brothers, he got father, you know what I'm saying? That was like, they always in the music. They was all musical. So I know it was a poet in there, man. I know it was a poet and a fly poet. But anyway, that information right there is unmeasurable. It's unmeasurable. It ain't no 40 acres and a mule type of trade. Fuck your 40 acres and that mule. Because that ain't no even trade. So y'all robbed us, man, and that's it. And y'all go deal with that. Y'all gonna have to, y'all gonna stand for that, man. Every person who had a finger in that is gonna stand on that, boy. Judgment Day, oh boy, they go stand for that. So that's where that's where our conversations will come from. But the fathers, I want to speak a little bit into the father's ears. We have a responsibility. Yes, we have been conditioned. Yes, we have been hoaxed. Yes, we are bewitched. But come on now, especially my peoples in these days, we are living in a time of information so close and near that you don't even really have to press a button no more. You can just say, "Hey Google." I told you. You hear that beat? What's up, Google? What time is it?
I'm happy to talk with you.
Google, tell me what's good. I ain't never used Hey Google. I have never, ever, ever, ever used it. Google, tell me what's good.
I'm fine. Thank you for asking. I hope you and your loved ones are safe and healthy. Let me know if I can help with something.
Yeah, I like it. That was a cold comeback. I like that. Say your loved ones. Yo, you too, Google. I hope your loved ones are safe and healthy too. See what I'm saying though? You can say, yeah, I mean you don't even gotta press a button now. It's just like, yeah, it's just like right there. It's just like, man, you need some answers. Just say the question. You ain't gotta press a button. You ain't gotta go to a library. You ain't gotta dig in no books. You ain't gotta go across the damn sea to, you know what I'm saying? Like they had to back in the day, like they had to go across seas, boy. Before writing, they had to go get the information and hope they can make it back to their people to spread it. But just in case they didn't, they spreaded it on the way. Man, thank God for them, man. God bless them, and God reward them, man. You don't know how knowledge is spread, man. We don't know how knowledge, what it took to spread knowledge, man. The hardships of the knowledge that we have got for us to be so freely given to, and we neglect it, and we take it for granted. We don't even want it no more. Don't even give it to us. All that hardship and trials and tribulations that our forefathers suffered just to get us pieces of knowledge, we don't even want it no more. You gotta force it down our throat like vegetables to a kid. Other than that, we ain't going for it. We go pass it up. Give us the meat and the potatoes. Man, that is cold. So yeah, I'm just trying to figure out who's peasy in my line. Who's peasy in my line? And now I'm saying that my father's line is gonna be the most dominant. I don't even know nobody outside. I don't even know my father. I ain't even I can't even, you dig? Look, hey, I can't even go to the first stepping stone. It's unavailable. So I gotta figure it out. Like I gotta figure it out, you know what I mean? And I might only figure out like 3 or 4 things as far as tapping into my inner self and who I am. I might tap into like 3 things, 4 through my whole lifetime because of my circumstances of me having found them out through trial and error. If I had, so to speak, 10 of my characteristics, qualities, standards, values, all of these things, if I had 10 of them that I knew of, that I knew I certainly had in me, that I could figure out on the other end, I would be able, if I had the information, I would be able to figure out those whole 10 versus me only figuring out 3 in my lifetime because I don't have the information. That's how wide the gap is. And the 3 to 4 will be a stretch. I'll probably be 2 if we really want to look at it realistically. It'll probably be me tapping into 2 things that resonate with who I am. So yeah, man, that's tough, man. So us as fathers of, we have the control right now. We gotta get out of the boogaloo, man. You know what I'm saying? We gotta get out of the we gotta get out of the we gotta get out of the hoax, man. We gotta clean the cobwebs out, and we are that generation to, if you don't make it by this one, and then this generation, we lost. We lost, and we hopeless if we don't if we ain't received it by now. And it's our responsibility to get this shit lit and keep it lit, man. But first we gotta get it lit. Man, get this shit lit. I'm out of here. Mom just come back.